Good afternoon. Myself Santosh Purkar. I am from Nasik, KK Wag Institute. So today's topic is transport layer. We are going to see transport layer, some basics and responsibility of this particular layer in OSI and in TCP/IP model. As you are all knowing or you are aware of transport layer, this is the fourth layer from TCP/IP model. TCP/IP model, why specifically? Because it is an internet model. It is an internet model that currently or this modern technology mostly utilizes this internet model for their application, for their connectivity and for their interaction as compared with the OSI model from the ISO. Okay. So this internet, we are talking for internet model. This is the fourth layer of internet model. This fourth layer playing a crucial role in case of interaction or application interaction between different entity. So application to application interface, though that will be with an entity or though that will be with a device, that is somewhat possible with the help of an effective way of communication possible with the help of transport layer. So it is the fourth layer after whatever your physical layer, then data link layer, network layer and transport layer. Then finally there is the application layer according to TCP/IP. This is the first, second, third and fourth. This one is our interest, fourth layer. Main duty of this transport layer is that it will be helping you to connect two subsections of OSI model, two subsections of internet model. What are these two subsections? One subsection is called as network support section. Another one is called user support section. That network support section, it contain the information from the physical layer, data link layer and network layer. The resources, the handling of the resources, responsibility, the activity of network support subsection and the activity from the another section that is called user support section, application layer section. So user support section and the network support section, these particular section join effectively or interact effectively with only and with transport layer. So transport layer normally helping you to connect, to link two subsections of OSI model or you can say internet model. One is network support section, second one is the user support section. Again, in somewhat detail about network support section. Network support section, it normally contain some of the hardware resources plus some software support So network support subsection is normally designed or is normally possible with the help of hardware and software subsection or these resources. Means you can treat this as a hybrid of hardware and software. But on the contrary, in case of application section or in case of user support section, this specifically designed or it specifically with the help of software, only and only with the software. We don't have or we not utilizing any hardware section over here. Why? Because in case of OSI model, session layer, presentation layer, application layer, these three layer functions normally handled by modern application. After 1990, whatever the development, that all the application are somewhat very much intelligent for the session maintenance and for presentation and that syntax, semantics and that whatever that presentation. So all those can be handled with the help of software support only. So user support specifically designed with the help of software and network support designed with the help of hardware and software combined. So this is that transport layer work. Again, why transport layer we require? What is that special function that transport layer can perform? Transport layer perform or it will be improve or it will be just enhance that connectivity, end-to-end connectivity, end-to-end communication functionality, that will be enhanced. Again, not only that will be enhanced, but process to process delivery, application to application delivery, process to process delivery, or you can say that end-to-end delivery. But in terms of application, means normally what is happened, that single system may have multiple application on their side and that at the destination there are multiple applications on that another destination system. While these two systems would like to communicate from one particular application to another particular application. This application to application connectivity, application to application delivery, like email to email or FTP to that FTP support, that is only possible with the help of only transport layer. Otherwise, node to node connectivity or host to host connectivity, that seems to be possible. That node to node connectivity, that will be monitored or that will be helped by the data link layer. Host to host connectivity, that will be somewhat possible with the help of network layer. But application to application, process to process connectivity only possible with the help of transport layer. So transport layer allowing you, or transport layer offer you that entire flow and error control. Transport layer allow you or offer you entire flow and error control. That end-to-end connectivity of that entire flow of that particular message from one application, and that same message that will be appeared at the destination application. So as it is that as intact as it is, or without error or without any problem, that will be appeared with another system, that seems to be possible only with transport layer. So entire flow and error control will be taken headed by the transport layer. End-to-end connectivity, assured end-to-end connectivity. The same function if you learn from the data link layer, in case of data link layer also support you the same functionality, flow and error control. The difference between data link layer and that transport layer function is that data link layer only support flow and error control for link, whatever the link, that underlying link. It will be assuring that end-to-end connectivity, but confined to the link link segment, and this will be from the entire, that from one application point to another application point, that a complete entity, that connectivity is possible. So it confined to the link and it confined to the entire message, entire application environment. That is the difference. Again, transport layer support you, or it provide you, or another responsibility of the transport layer is process to process delivery. Process to process delivery of message. So what is happened over here? Over here, whatever the application that you have, your application, that will be just intimate to the transport layer, that particularly that request toward the another system. So transport layer check the resources available, and it will be allowing that subsection formation at the transport layer, that is normally called transport entity with the help of some socket environment. And from that particular transport layer to another section or with another system, that from multiple application with a particular selected application, that transport layer will be connecting to that one. Whatever the application that seems to be somewhat huge size of application, that will be just segmented in a small pieces, in a small chunks, and the message from that one particular application, that will be conveyed to another system application. Again, it is not only required that one fixed system to another fixed system. There can be multiple system, they may have multiple messages, and that all those messages, those can be handled systematically, and that will be ported to the destination system with a sequence. So process delivery of message, and that too maintaining their order, maintaining their record, maintaining their integrity, all those possible with the help of transport layer. Transport layer also support you, or also provide you, it includes service point address. All this process to process delivery, end to end delivery, all this function is possible only and only with a service point address. Based on the service application, there is one of the number that will be assigned from the transport layer, and this number is normally called port number. This port number, you can say port address. This port address addition function, that will be supported by the transport layer, so that it will be enhancing your communication capability. No doubt, in case of network layer, it will be adding IP number. In data link layer, it will be adding MAC number. In spite of all these, transport layer add port number. So on behalf of each application, that based on each application, there is a single port number is added, and that port number normally called service point address, from the sender toward the destination, toward the destination system. So it add fixed number, or that specific number toward the application. What is the use of this? So any other system that will be accessing that application, if that application not knowing, or any user design or any proprietary application, if it is not knowing the standard number or that specific number of that particular application, that will be just possible from the sender side, and normally it is normal use in case of client server environment. Then another section, so message related communication monitoring is possible with the help of transport layer, apart from packet oriented. In this case, we are talking this point in regard of network layer. Network layer also support for end-to-end or host-to-host delivery, but network layer allow you to only monitor datagram or packet datagram, or you can say packet switching. In that case, network layer, that sender, that whatever the packet those are generated from that particular application on behalf of that application, network layer only just monitoring whatever the datagram that will be going out, and it will add its IP number with that particular each datagram. But it will be not assuring you, any connectivity between two datagram, any connectivity between that multiple datagram. In spite of that, or apart from that, transport layer allow you that maintain that connectivity between that each flow. If there are some multiple flow or the distance system from the multiple environment, then the maintenance of that particular message or from particular application, that will be possible with the help of transport layer in spite of network layer. Network layer, it will support for a data link layer. As it is a data link layer, it will be just monitoring the datagram. That network layer, it monitor datagram, and datagram won't assure you any connectivity or any that integrity between that different messages. Another functions from the transport layer, or another responsibility duty of the transport layer, segmentation and reassembly. Segmentation and reassembly. As your application intimate transport layer for transfer, so from that application, whatever that application, that will be just whatever the request based on that particular input, based on that particular data, that data is somewhat sliced down in small chunks, and that normally in case of transport layer section, it is called segmentation. It is called segmentation. This segmentation is nothing but the small chunks from that particular application data section. So small chunks is that each and every segment from that particular application that will be communicated over the air, over the wire. So while it will be communicating over the air or over the wire, that each segment number added, for each segment there is a number added, is called sequence number. So transport layer, it have sequence number. Transport layer have the provision of sequence number. Transport layer have the provision of sequence number. As transport layer adds sequence number for each segment, while this segment is travel over the network, while it will be arriving at the destination system will be allowing, or it will be just monitoring time stamping information and segment number information, and based on that it will be recollecting all those received segment. By chance, if any segment seems to be lost over the network, that can be very well identified with the help of this segmentation and sequence number provision. So reassembly, that reassembly headache of upper layer, that seems to be reduced down with the help of this particular segmentation and reassembly function or duty of transport layer. So this is the major function that from the transport layer. Another section, so another duties or another functions of the transport layer are connection control, flow control, error control, then there are different protocols. So all these story we are going to see in next lecture. Thank you for today's